Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's wheel that just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. Ready to get us started, and we're off and running in Las Vegas. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
And he doesn't shy away from that spotlight. You can't in this league. If you're an NFL quarterback, all eyes are looking at you. When your team needs you in a crucial spot or a down-to-the-wire contest, you've got to be the one who's got that steady hand to drive your team to success.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives the offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a filling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds a man right side. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
3rd down from the gun. Completed over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. You're going for it here. Now throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
I I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going play action. All the left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Groupie sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to end this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Smith on first down. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is 2nd and long. Play fake, here's Smith. This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. He has this down to the 34. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. Big gain, 14 on the play. That's a Vegas first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun give here to Genti. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Smith to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. From the gun, Smith. Brought in. Escapes the defender. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Well, this coaching staff's got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Ashton Doolin now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They're throwing it. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He keeps it himself. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Begins his return at the 16. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They send a man in motion. On first down, here's Smith. It's a screen play to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. And off to Genty. Jukes his way into space. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down from the 42. Shotgun snap to Smith. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at a 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Colts offense set to head out. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And down he goes. Raiders got it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. And he's brought before the return gets far. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. That man over the middle, it's Bowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
This is Genty on 2nd. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to have this one down to the 28. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have the 1st down.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Genty from the gun. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down, Smith to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st down and goal to go.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Genty. an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Carlson now to add one more.
The point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
Raiders 14, Colts 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
On the return, here's Doolin. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
12 yards. And the Colts first down. A gain of
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, play action. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw here. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's 16 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He rocks that tackler. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's up the first.
And the Colts first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down play, a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for the receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Drawing up the design keeper. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Completed over the middle. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's a gain of a
Here we
yard.
go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, they're going to throw for it. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut the lead down to 4. Good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Mostert on the return. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Raiders and running back Ashton Cheney headed back out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Smith. Throw over the middle is brought in by Lockett. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good.
Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Smith on 1st down. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Giving this to Genty. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic first down.
Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook are wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Genty. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Smith to the air now. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort of that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Boy, they had the look, Brock, and they just missed a touchdown as the throw put him a little bit too close to the edge of that end zone.
Handle priority number 1, that's to catch it and secure it. Unfortunately, did not leave enough room to land his feet in the end zone, despite what was really a tremendous effort.
Carlson's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Colts ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Back to throw. To Taken in by Downs, left side. And he's tackled for a short gain. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Throwing from the gun here. That finds Pittman, complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Hits his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Start offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Sticking to the air here. Dump off caught by his back. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down. That's on target to Pierce. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
The Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. This underneath to Taylor. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be first down Colts.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And this one does not go far. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Groupie sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
If you're not going to pay a methodical drive off of a touchdown, that's the second best thing you could do. You could take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
One last play before the break. He's back to throw. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Big thing. Thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Mostert on the return. And in the end, get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score is getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Smith on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Connects on the crosser. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Smith looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find an aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
2nd down now. They need 7. Trying to throw this from the gun. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short.
16 yards.
It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Zone read handoff to Taylor. He's got to gain a 6 there. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Design quarterback run here. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He has it on the QB sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Left side into the hands of Warren. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grab the lead on their 1st series of the half.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts push their lead to 3.
20. Raiders 17.
Dylan Laube on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Completed over the middle. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They give up the guts. It's Jeanty. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It's some space around midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Raiders 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
On 1st down, Jeanty. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. And bring the tight end left. Back to Jeanty. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 32. Play fake. Here's Smith. He shovels this one forward. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Yeah, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Out left, and Lockett makes the ground. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Running from the pistol here with Jency. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Go, let's get that touch.
From the gun, Smith. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 3rd quarter lead. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Doolin. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Colts are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. This might be a free play for him. Going with the screen to Taylor. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down though, Brock. Could be some free yards here.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 1st down.
Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. From the gun, Taylor. Call it 2 yards that time. Now just a few to go on 2nd and 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd and 3 now. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That ball's out. Warren lost it. And the Raiders get to it. And they will not score. They needed one more step to make it, but they are going to take over at the goal line. Oh, I love that. There was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
I think you could hear what I could hear, Kate. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score.
Yep.
They work on it, they rep it, they teach it. Well, they did the scooping, and now it's incumbent on the offense to go score.
The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Offense is set, 1st and 10. He keeps this one himself. And that's good for a gain of 5. Down by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor from the pistol. Give him 3 yards, that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Darian Porter on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go again with Taylor. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 2. And the Colts.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. That's completed out to the right. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. We've set it down from 37. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Pass play coming here. Jump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Now a give on the counter. And the run will not work. He is shoved to the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, that sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. They're going Taylor. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
First down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Complete to Josh Downs. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass at a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Catch made. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts push their lead to 3.
Raiders 24.
Mostert on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. And off to Genty. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really create some indecision now defensively.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Pass caught by Jack Besh. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The motion a receiver left. On 1st down, here's Smith. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
From the red zone now. Hauled in again, it's Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a fourth-quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
The score, Raiders 31, Colts 27.
All set now for the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st down, Indianapolis.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He was brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
6 yards.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
The Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. He's fielded at the 14. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genti. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
We've set it down from 37. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Smith. Finds him on the slant. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Now Smith taking off with it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Smith. It's a screen play to Genti. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Smith back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting this drive with a design run. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
It's a gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st down, play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rookie now from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Defense getting in on the Thought Rock with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
Raiders 38, Colts 27.
Quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Abdullah now to return. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down now, ball at the 33. Back to work they go after the interception. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. These outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. I'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push their lead to 18.
45, Colts 27.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here's Doolin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts are ready to take the field. And any comeback hopes they may have been entertaining, Brock. Well, they might have left the field after that last pick six.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty incredible things happen in the fourth quarter before, but now a 3-score game coming off of a turnover. Now this one should be likely over.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick six. Left side into the hands of Warren. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to throw now. Completed to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
Kevin White on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 37-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
It's a gain of 11.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's got it to him yet again. Is cut. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Working inside the red zone. Caught out wide. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts make it an 11-point ball game.
45, Colts 34.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic, that's characters, not even good actors.
The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
Yeah.